How's it going, everybody? Wayne here, and welcome back to the second episode of the NES Complete in Box Quest. So after I sold my loose NES set, I had a little bit of extra money laying around, and I decided to treat myself to the Flintstones Surprise at Dinosaur Peak. Now, it was between this one and Little Samson because they were around the same price. Little Samson was actually missing the back manual cover, and Flintstones is more rare, so I decided to go with Flintstones, although Little Samson is a more fun game. I actually have the Japanese version of Little Samson Lickle, so I have the means to play the game already. That's why I decided to go with Flintstones, the Surprise at Dinosaur Peak. This game is in excellent condition. It has the box, the manual, all the inserts, the game label is good, it's all authentic, and it's a really cool piece to have in the collection. And this is now the rarest game I have in my collection, and most expensive. So let's check out the Flintstones Surprise at Dinosaur Peak. Developed and published by Taito, Flintstones The Surprise at Dinosaur Peak was released in 1994. Dinosaur Peak is a platforming game where you control Fred and Barney through 12 levels to rescue Pebbles and Bam Bam, who got stuck across a river of lava after a volcano erupted. A pterodactyl is willing to take you to the top to talk to the dragon and stop the lava, but he wants 5 gemstones as payment. You find these gems by completing certain levels. Each level is challenging and fun. You're required to switch between Barney and Fred in each level. Barney uses a slingshot as a weapon. He's less powerful than Fred, but you'll find his long-range attack very useful. Barney is also shorter, allowing him to fit under tight spaces. Finally, Barney can hang from poles and reach areas Fred can't. Fred has a club for a weapon and is much more effective against enemies than Barney. In addition to Fred already being stronger, he can power up his club for an ultra-strong attack. Fred can also use his strength to climb ledges. Besides their main weapons, Fred and Barney also have secondary weapons they can find spread throughout the levels. You can find hammers which have a high arch allowing you to reach high areas, and there are bowling balls which deal heavy damage. Other power-ups include hearts which add to your health and replenish all of your hearts, an apple which replenishes 1 heart, and a Bronto burger which adds to your power bar. Finally, there are stars. Stars fill up the Yabba Dabba Doo meter. Each star fills up 1 letter. Once the meter is full, you get an extra life. Although the levels can be challenging, the bosses are quite easy. Once you figure out their patterns, you'll easily be able to defeat them. You'll battle a dinosaur, monkey, witch, caveman, and a spider. Although they are easy, the bosses can be really frustrating. They take a ton of damage, making battles drag on. The music matches the gameplay well. The graphics are also bright and colorful, but seem plain at times. Despite the good graphics and music, the game suffers from slowdown. For a game releasing in 1994, this shouldn't be an issue. There are 2 optional levels in the game. One of the levels is a hockey game. The hockey game is challenging like the levels. You'll first play as Fred, then as Barney, but the scores remain the same. When you beat him, you win a prize. But there is no indication of what the prize is. When you get a game over, the prize is gone. There's also a basketball game which is more easy. When you win, it's the same situation. You win a prize, but you're unsure of what it really is. Besides the optional levels, there are 2 levels that simulate traveling. One is a simulation of traveling across water where you surf. The other is a simulation of traveling up the volcano, avoiding rocks. The controls in the game are decent, however, they can be tricky at times. It's almost a turn-off in the beginning, trying to get used to grabbing ledges and pulling yourself up. Once you master the controls, the game is easier. Like most NES games, the final level is where you get the punishment. This level is brutally hard. One mistake and it's over. In the very beginning of the level, you're required to jump into spikes and hurt yourself, giving you temporary invincibility to jump over a pit. Later on in the level, you'll find a caveman. Once you defeat the caveman, a teeter-totter alligator appears. If you use Fred, you can use your club to elevate yourself and continue the level. However, you'll want to switch to Barney, who's lighter, and throw a bowling ball down. This will send you up to a secret room where it rains stars and allows you to build up lives. And you'll need them. The final level is where you'll see yourself switching between Barney and Fred the most. You'll have to evade a rolling rock and lava by grabbing ledges and scaling wires. There is absolutely no room for error. There is no mercy in the final level. After enough practice, you'll find the final boss. There's first the baby dragon, which is easy, but it takes a ridiculous amount of hits. It's easiest to use Barney's long-range slingshot to take him out. After you defeat the baby dragon, you'll face the mama. You want to use Fred's powered-up club to knock her in the nose. After you defeat her, the lava stops and you rescue Pebbles and Bam Bam. Overall, the Flintstones Surprise at Dinosaur Peak is a pretty fun platforming game. There's a lot of ways you can play this. There's a lot of repros out there, family clones, but I was just excited to add this to my collection complete in box. It's really exciting. So what do you say we get this game on the shelf? If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to subscribe and I'll be bringing you more videos like this. Also make sure to leave a thumbs up for Flintstones The Surprise at Dinosaur Peak. Until next time, I'm Wayne and thanks for watching.